Welcome back to lesson 8.2. Hopefully you have completed problems 3 and 4, but you'll notice there's a small typo on this paper. We have a couple of 4s. So this one is really problem number 5. So let's do problem number 5 together, as now you have a word problem to contend with. A soccer simulator shows the flight of a soccer ball. The table at the right or below shows the height of the ball in feet as a function of time in seconds. Let's circle that, underline that. The technology to find a quadratic function that is reasonable. Use the technology to find a quadratic function that is reasonable to fit to the data. Use the function to predict the height of the ball at 3 seconds. Round to the nearest hundredth of a foot. All right, this is going to be pure calculator work, and this is just a little bit different, but it's going to be really pretty easy to do. So let's turn on your calculator. I'm going to enlarge this real nice. So turning on your calculator, let's go to a new document or just a new page. And actually what we need is a calculator. So here on the calculator page, we are going to do what's called a quadratic regression. We'll write that down. Regression on the calculator page. So when you do this, we're going to go through a series of buttons and then type in all of the information from our table. So let's find out what those buttons are. You're going to press Menu. Oh, you need to see that. After Menu, you're going to push 6 for Statistics. It will open up another drop-down, and you are going to push 1 for Stat Calculations. Did you watch Dexter's Laboratory? According to my calculations. It opens yet another drop-down menu, and here is what we want. We're finally getting where we need to go. 6. It says Quadratic Regression. That's what we want. And when you push 6 or type 6, it's going to ask you for some lists. And the first list is always the X list. You have to open that using the squiggly wiggly braces, just like the wires on your braces on your teeth. Put commas in between each of your numbers, and then close it with another set of squiggly wiggly braces. It will ask you for a Y list. You again open that with squiggly wiggly braces. Put commas in between each number, and then close it with squiggly wiggly braces. After that, you push Enter 2 times. And after you do that, I am going to teach you how to read the information, because it's now given you the answer. You just have to learn how to use it. Okay? So let's go look at our table so we remember how to use it as we go through those steps. Remember your top row, this is always your X list. Your bottom row, this is your Y list. Okay? So these are the values that we are going to be typing in to our calculator with the commas in between each number. So let's do this list of buttons together so that we can go find out what our needed information is. So let's push, we'll look at the screen. So push menu, and we will go down to number 6 that says statistics. Push enter. We have a drop down, so let's use number 1, stat calculations. We have a new drop down menu. And again, let's go down to number 6 where it says quadratic regression. That's what we want. Push enter on 6. Okay, it's time for our squiggly wiggly braces. To get those, what we do is we push the control button and then we push the closing side of the parentheses right here next to the 0. So if you push control and then the close of the parentheses, be careful that it's the closed side, not the open side. You'll see on your screen, that's as close as I can zoom in, that those braces are squiggly wiggly. They are not brackets. They are not parentheses. Okay, so now let's type in the numbers from your list with a comma in between each number. And we type them in order as they are given to us. 0, comma. The comma is right next to the letter Q on your keyboard. 0.5, comma. 1, comma. 1.5, comma. 2, comma. 2.5. And then we close that. Control, close the parentheses, squiggly wiggly braces. I did something weird. Okay. Now let's put in the Y list. So again, we open that with the squiggly wiggly braces. Oh, it was already closed, that's why. All right, so 6, comma, 25, comma, 36, comma, 39, comma, 34, comma, 21. All right, push enter 2 times. Enter, enter. Oh, mine got angry. All right, if yours gets angry, don't worry about it. We'll just do it again really quick and it'll work, I promise. So menu, 6, 1, 6. You have to remember that these are mini computers and they get lost in their own code on occasion. Or I accidentally, or you accidentally mess it up when we just don't realize it. And one tiny detail makes a huge difference, which is really annoying. Okay, Y list. All right, enter, enter. There we go. Okay, so here we have A, B, and C. And we have the code for our standard form of an equation. That's exactly what we needed. This is perfect. So we can write that out. We can say onto our paper, we know that A equals -16, B equals 46, and C equals 6. Great. So our standard form of an equation is ax squared plus bx plus c and now I can put those values into my equation very nicely. Just fill in the blank. Negative 16x squared plus 46x plus 6. This is our new equation. All right, they asked us in the problem, not only did we need to get this equation, but we need to determine what the height is going to be at a time of 3 seconds. So we can plug that in. Let's do that. F of 3 equals negative 16 parentheses times 3 squared plus 46 times 3 plus 6. We can type that into your calculator and just see what it gets for us. Let's do that. So I've got negative, make sure that's a negative 16, parentheses, 3, close parentheses, squared, plus 46, parentheses, 3, close your parentheses, plus 6. Push enter. Hey, I hit the ground. At 3 seconds, this ball came back down and hit ground. There we are. So F of 3 equals 0. And as a result, we know at 3 seconds, the ball is 0 feet in the air. And I'm out of room. Okay, your job is to do the last problem on this packet, number 6, which has a typo of number 5. And if you get stuck or if you get an answer, come and ask me.